Hi friends. You will know if something is for you or someone is for you. You will know what is for you if you can get connected with your emotions. And I know for some of you, you're probably wondering, what in the world are you talking about? I'm talking about your feelings and how getting connected with your feelings actually helps you to get in touch with yourself, with your intuition. And it just goes, like, the deeper you can go within yourself, exploring and learning yourself, learning why you feel what you feel, and all the ways that you feel, getting in touch with it, feeling the feelings you feel, you, my friend, will be able to see what feels good to you. You will be able to know what feels right, what doesn't feel right, what actually feels aligned for you and what actually feels completely unaligned for you. I believe people that are able to get in touch with their feelings, you basically become a master of that. You know, you're mastering yourself, your energy, what you're experiencing. You can feel into all of that. You become so powerful because you get so in tune with yourself and you get so much closer and connected to your own intuition that you can feel, literally feel, when something is not for you and when something is for you. And this is very important and it's very powerful because you want to be able to discern and feel what is not aligned and what is for you. It's not something you think about. You shouldn't have to think if something or someone is or isn't for you. It should be something you feel that you're like, yeah, this doesn't feel right, you know? And we have these experiences. We all have these experiences, but a lot of us tend to brush it off, tend to ignore the feelings and just get caught up in our mind and in the logical, analytical aspect of it. But honestly and truly, it is about getting in touch with the feelings and learning to navigate what feels right and what doesn't. And we're always met with those, you could call them like tests, essentially, where it's constantly testing us of what feels good, what doesn't feel good. Does this feel right? You walk into a party or walk into a room, whatever. If something just feels off, you don't know exactly what, but you know something is off. You're like, oh, this just doesn't feel right. I don't feel right being here. So the fact that you don't feel right being there, you feel that, right, within yourself. Okay, that's probably a great indicator that you should leave, or you have that desire to leave because you don't feel right being there. When something doesn't feel right to you, trust what you feel. Trust what you're feeling, because that is a clear way that spirit works, you know, connected to you, through you, of sending you information energetically this way to get you to listen to what you feel, to get you to listen to that feeling and just trust it. Trust it with all of your heart. And I also have another interesting example. This just came to me and I really feel like Spirit's wanting me to share this with you, so I'm going to. My guides kind of pushed this on. So my sister had an experience, and she's talked about this many times, but she had an experience when she was sitting in a parking lot in a van with her kids, and her husband and I think one of her kids went out to the store to go get something. And she was sitting in the parking lot, you know, just hanging out and waiting for them to come back. And they parked kind of far from the entrance because it was crowded. Costco, if you guys have ever been to Costco or you know what Costco is, it's this wholesale bulk buying store. It's kind of like a warehouse that has like all this items in bulk, right? It's sold at a good price. Well, that parking lot, it gets crazy on the weekends. It's usually busy most of the time, right? So they had to park kind of far away from the entrance. She's sitting in her car, hanging out with her kids. And then all of a sudden, there was a car that pulls up near her car. And there was a lady that got out of the car and was looking at her car and looking at her, kind of like going around in circles, not fast, but kind of moving slow, walking around, kind of slowly pacing around her vehicle, but kind of like as if she was trying to figure something out. And my sister said that she had this feeling. She had the feeling within her, in her gut, within her body. She said something fell off. She said that she felt that lady was gonna try to like take her car, take something, try to like figure out how to steal her car. I don't know. She said she just felt something was off, completely off, like, and she had to get out. Like, she was having this feeling inside of her, get out of that situation, move your car. And so she jumped into the driver's seat, because she was sitting in the passenger seat, jumps into the driver's seat and immediately turns on the car, locks the door, and is like going, like to move forward. This lady is standing in front of her, and my sister, kind of beeps the horn to like, hey, get out of the way. I'm driving, you get out of the way. Eventually the lady decides to move, but my sister said she had never felt so terrified in her life. She said she felt with every part of her that it's like something was telling her, screaming to her inside, get out of the situation. This is not safe. This is not safe. Get out, move away from this person. Just go as far as you can away from this person. Get out of, this place, as quickly as possible. And so she did. She listened to that. She felt the feeling within her and she trusted it. She followed it. She listened. She acted on it. And this is kind of how, like I said, spirit works in this way of wanting to connect to your feelings, to that energy of what are you feeling? What are you feeling? What is it saying? Because that feeling says something. That feeling talks to you. It connects with you. And it's good to explore that feeling. When you can get in touch with your feelings, you know what truly is for you, what isn't for you, and why you feel the way that you feel. It's not a hard thing. It's not a hard concept. But we make it hard when we want to constantly ignore our feelings because we don't want to feel uncomfortable stuff. Like when stuff comes up and we start feeling sad or angry or whatever it is, we don't want to feel that. But when we ignore it, that's when it becomes a problem, because we're suppressing that energy. We're basically ignoring that energy, saying like, nope, you're not welcome here. And when you do that, you suppress it. It gets stuffed away inside of you. So you imagine you're like stuffing all this energy, all of these emotions you don't want to feel. It's going to get really uncomfortable inside here in your body, in your energy. It's going to get so uncomfortable because you're just stuffing away, suppressing all that you don't want to feel. Eventually, what happens? You constantly stuff all that. It's going to layer up. It's going to burst. Eventually, that energy is going to burst open. You will just have an outburst, or just explode in feelings, whatever it is that you haven't felt. Could be intense, in its feelings too. So that is why it's important to get in tuned with our feelings, learn to decipher what is coming up, and that's going to help us to learn what is for us and what's not for us. And you will know based upon how you feel. You can feel it within you. Like when you know somebody is not for you, like somebody is not your person, you feel it within you. It's something you can't explain with words. It's not something to think about. It's something you know based upon how you are feeling inside, in regards to that person. You just know. It just doesn't feel right. It just doesn't feel aligned. It doesn't make sense because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to you. And you got to trust that. You got to trust that. You can't make something fit and make something align that doesn't align and doesn't fit. It won't feel good, and you will wonder why you always don't feel good with that partner, spouse, whatever. It's because it wasn't meant to. If it doesn't feel good, there's a reason it doesn't feel good. There's a reason it feels off, if it's always off, because it's not meant for you. It doesn't align with you. And you will know what feels good for you because it's going to feel good. It's going to feel aligned. It's going to feel right. It's going to feel effortless. It's going to feel like I don't have to try super, super hard to make this fit, to make this work. This just naturally works. It just naturally flows. There's no force. There's no try super hard. There's no desperation. It just is. And I truly believe, this is based on my experience, like I truly believe whatever you can get, if you can get in touch with all of the feelings within you, as the waves of feelings come to pass on your journey, if you could learn to navigate those feelings and get in touch with what feels right, what doesn't, and you're honest about it, you're clear about it, it's going to be presented to you more and more. You're going to connect with that, and you're just going to naturally flow because you're going to know, like, this isn't right, this is good, this is like, you're just going to know like where you're going and who's going with you based upon what aligns with you, what feels good to you. You're always going to know based upon that feeling, based upon your intuition that's connected within yourself. And it's a knowingness within you based upon feeling what feels good and what doesn't feel good. So trust the feelings, trust what you feel, trust what comes up. That's guiding your path, it's guiding your journey. And it's only going to reveal itself more and more as your journey goes on and unfolds of what is for you and what's not for you. And you will always know based upon the feeling. Again, it's not rocket science. It's not going to feel difficult. It's not going to feel hard. It's not going to feel like I got to, chase. I got to like work hard. I got to do, and I got to change myself. Everything is going to just naturally fit into your world because it aligns with you and because it feels right for you. It's going to feel good. It's going to feel authentic. It's going to feel real. It's going to feel natural. It's not going to feel like you're sacrificing yourself, or you're, burdening yourself, or you're having to wear a mask, like to perform, to like be what somebody wants you to be. Everything is going to feel effortless. It's going to feel completely like God sent. It's just going to feel like so out of this world. Like, it's like, this is great. This feels amazing. It's just like everything was just like aligned in that way, written in the stars. You're going to know because it's going to feel so great. So don't stress yourself out about trying to be in your mind. You're always going to know what's for you based upon the feeling of if it feels aligned with you inside. If you've gotten in touch with your feelings, it's easy. You're going to just know. It's not a question. But if you have not gotten in touch with your feelings, if you don't like to feel your feelings and you like to ignore that, it's going to feel tough to decipher. If you're disconnected from your intuition, it's going to feel like you don't know how to get in touch with knowing if this is it. You're going to be confused. That's why this journey is really a journey of your inner self, your self-discovery, knowing yourself. So then you can naturally navigate life, effortlessly. Not saying there's not going to be problems and challenges, but it's just a natural ease to life and those challenges and things because you're in touch with what you're feeling and you trust yourself. You trust. So I wanted to share that because I feel like that could be a helpful message for somebody, for people out there. learning to trust your feelings, your intuition, and to allow that to navigate your journey, your path. And you're always going to know based upon how something makes you feel. And you should want the best for yourself. You deserve the best for yourself, even if it doesn't look or add up like how you want it to be. But maybe the world, maybe the universe has something better for you. And if you trust that, you will be blessed. But if you try to make something fit that doesn't fit, and you try to have something the way you want it because you just want it and you don't want anything else, but it doesn't fit for you, your life's going to be miserable. It's going to be miserable. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard because you're not trusting and you're resisting what is. You're not allowing yourself to receive more, to receive something more aligned with you, better for you. And I feel like that's important. It's super, super important. Anyways, I hope in some way this video helped you. If it did, let me know. Share the video, like the video, comment if you feel called to. And as always, I hope you take very good care of yourself. Have a wonderful day. Until next time, I love you all so much, my friends. Bye.